Hello friends, welcome to the official channel of CLAT Gurukul. I am Nilanjan Bose and today I will be delivering the lecture, day 21 lecture of our 50 days English lecture series. I will be presenting today a few foreign words along with their meaning, and those words are really important from the perspective of examination. So without wasting time, my dear friend, let's start with the first one. The first word, it is written okura, and it's a very important kind of word from the point of view of the examination, because in IELTS or CLAT examination you may find this word along with the options and you have to find out which is the selected one. So out of 4 options given over there, first one is well informed, followed by to a sickening degree, then valid point, and next is established fact. So my dear friend, okura means up to date, or it can also be said like well informed. And if you go through the example, you find that constant revision keeps the book okura. It means that number of times the book has been revised, and it gives another dimension to that, and it makes it up to date, it makes it well informed. So the finally you can conclude that okura means well informed. And if you go through the option, you find that in option A it is clearly written that well informed. So your correct answer is A. Moving to word number 2, it is ad absurdum. Now, my dear friend, there is a trick. If you do not know what is the actual meaning, you should get to know that you can connect the word like absurd, A-B-S-U-R-D. And if it is written like ad absurdum, so it has somewhere it is connected with the word absurd. And if you go through the option, you have to find it out whether any word is there related to absurdity. And in option C, it is clearly written that to the point of absurdity, right? And if you go through the example, you find that he tediously repeated his argument ad absurdum. So ad absurdum means to the point of absurdity, and it is written in option C. Moving to word number 3, avant-garde. My dear friend, it's a really important word, and in CLAT and IELTS examination, number of times you may find this word to be appeared over there. So you just take care of this particular word. Avant-garde means if something new ideas or something experimental ideas and methods, if somebody is using in art, music or literature, then that particular person is known as avant-garde. Now if you go through the example, it can be well explained. At the avant-garde art show, we were shocked by some of the unusual sculptures. Now my dear friend, if there was a art show was getting conducted at that particular location, and we people was shocked by some of the unusual sculptures. Unusual sculptures means here actually something new, something innovated on an experimental basis has been applied in art, music or literature like thing. So in this particular case, avant-garde means new and experimental ideas and methods in art, music or literature, and which is written in option B. So your correct answer will be option B. Moving to word number 4, it's annus mirabilis. Annus mirabilis, and it means that there may be a year having some eventful thing, having lots of events being conducted in that particular year, and it has been considered as wonderful year. So if a wonderful year, we have to indicate the thing wonderful year. In that particular sense, we can replace the word like annus mirabilis, and it means wonderful year. If you go through the example, you find that last year was the annus mirabilis for my company. Last year there might have been some incident happened in my company, and which were really wonderful or exciting to watch. So in that particular aspect, annus mirabilis means wonderful year, and your option is C. Moving to word number 4, my dear friend, it's a very important word, and its pronunciation is sine qua non. Sine qua non. And if you go through the options, you find that donated without charge, existing condition, indispensable element or condition, and in a large group. Sine qua non means something very much important and without which you cannot go ahead. It's one of the really essential parts or essential element or condition, whatever you can say. If you go through the example, you find that lemon is the sine qua non of this recipe. You are having such a recipe in which lemon plays an integral part over there. So it's one of the essential things, and it is considered as sine qua non. So your correct answer will be option C, and it is written indispensable element or condition, right? Moving to word number 6, my dear friend, it's vox populi. You can get the hint from the word populi. Populi comes from the word population, so it has direct connection with the people. Now if you go through the option, you can eliminate the rest of the option and you can pick up the right one. In option B, you find that the voice of the people, vox, somehow it is related to voice, and populi has a relation with the word like people. So your correct answer will be the voice of the people, and which is written in option B. And if you go through the example, it is well clarified over there. My sentiments also echo those of the vox populi. So actually it means that my sentiments, most of the times whatever I want to express that with emotion, and it echo those of the common people voice. It is the voice of the common people. So vox populi means the voice of the people, and your correct answer is option B. Moving to word number 7, creed echo. Creed echo. And four options are given over there. First one is written as unanimous, second one to be very friendly, followed by social blunder, and next is passionate appeal. Now if you go through the example, my dear friend, you find that about to leave the podium, he made a final creed echo to his people to end the bloodshed. Now creed echo means if somebody is appealing with lots of passion, if the appeal is passionate, in that particular case it is known as creed echo. It's a foreign word. It's really important for you to get to know. So your correct answer will be option D. Let us talk about word number 8. It's a very common word, ex post facto. Now, if you go through the option, you find that in option 8 is written with retrospective action, followed by to request, but next by the fact itself, and finally false statement. Now let me explain the example given over there. I certainly hope that the change in policy will be honored ex post facto. Now it means that looking back or with retrospective action, whatever had been happened in the past, on the basis of that you are planning to do something ahead. So if x already indicates the word ex, it indicates the past one. So with retrospective action will be the correct answer in this particular question. So your correct answer is option A. Let us talk about word number 9, and it's pronounced like subpoena. It's pronounced like subpoena. Now 4 options once again given. Therefore, guilty act under penalty, a writ ordering a person to attend a court. Let's talk about the example. If you ignore the judge's subpoena to appear in court, you will be arrested. Now my dear friend, in this particular context you can easily get to know that the judge has ordered or summoned somebody else to appear in the court, and if you are not following that instruction, you will be arrested. So subpoena means a written order, legal order, a writ ordering a person to attend the court. So your option will be D. Let us talk about word number 10, antebellum. Now 4 different options you can see easily. Before the war, having proper planning from the beginning and making plans. Antebellum indicates something which happened before the war. Particularly we are talking about US Civil War, right? If you go through the example, you find that there are many antebellum buildings in that part of the town. Now if you are considering a town, there were so many buildings, and those buildings were built before the Civil War, US Civil War. So it has antebellum word has a connection with before the war, and in option A clearly it is stated that before the war. So your correct answer is option A. My dear friend, I have tried to elaborate 10 different kind of foreign words over there, and foreign words play an integral part in the competitive examination like CLAT and IELTS. So if you do take care of, if you keep on practicing all these foreign words, it will be at your fingertips, and you can expect 3 or 4 foreign words in different competitive examinations like CLAT and IELTS. So my dear friend, it's my suggestion from my side that you should take care of these kind of words. If you like the video, you please share your feeling on YouTube channel. Mobile number is also given over there. If you want to have any information, you please get yourself connected to that number. Thank you.